You're on 90.7 Crossover, putting the class back on the airwaves. This is Charlie Don, and I'm taking care of your smooth tunes all the way till 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And right now, we have a very, very special guest with us this afternoon. The president of ASC Global Recruitment Incorporated, Ms. Cres Castañeda, is right here with us this afternoon to tell us about this exciting news. Hi.
Thank you, Charlie. Maayong hapon kaninyong tanan po. This is Cres Castañeda, and I'm from ASC Global Recruitment.
All right. So tell us a little bit about ASC Global Recruitment Incorporated. Tell us, what is this company all about?
ASC Global Recruitment, number one, is an ISO certified company. It's actually specializing in recruitment and processing of medical professionals for UK hospitals, particularly the National Health Service Trust. Again, as I said, ISO certified company, it means our processes and methodology in deploying all our applicants to the UK are, recognized internationally. So you are obviously assured that you will well looked after by our highly trained consultants, recruiters, and of course our processing specialists.
Great. And of course, POEA licensed as well.
Absolutely.
Yes.
It is a POEA licensed agency. We are obviously recognized as the number one company, who is deploying for, the UK, the medical professionals in particular. Again, ASC is just working for NHS hospitals in the UK. So this is our main priority because we believe that we master, again, the methodology and we have the right, obviously, network to ensure that we do it right, the first time and every time.
Right. And you guys have been doing this since 1997.
Yes.
That's about 19 years.
That's right.
Yeah.
Our principal, Drake Limited in the UK, opened up the UK market for the Filipino nurses in 1997. And this is something that we are very proud of. That's why we said that we have changed many lives since then. And we see also the progress and the successes of the medical professionals that we have deployed in the UK. And this is something that we are very, very proud of.
Great. So, I mean, unlike other recruitment agencies, they do not actually have a counterpart in the country where they are deploying. Unlike ASC Global Recruitment Incorporated, very close ties with Drake International. Right?
That's right.
So that's
principal, yes.
the principal partner, right?
Yes, correct.
Right. So tell us more about this good news, Ms. Kress.
Oh, yes.
What's this exciting news?
It is an exciting news. No, I guess, Elliot, way back in early 2000, we had, the United States, welcoming a lot of Filipino nurses. And that has stopped, actually, because of, there is retrogression.
In the U.S., right?
In the U.S. In UK also, there was this moment where there was a lull in requirements, right? And so some of the nurses across the country thought that, it's really open, and that's why they stop, processing their paperwork. But this time, I'm telling everyone that nurses are highly, demanded in the UK. And you may ask why, right?
Yeah, I mean,
why all of a sudden?
Why all of a sudden, UK suddenly just opened its doors wide open for nurses?
I'll give you a couple of reasons, all right? Okay. One, United Kingdom has an aging population. So that means, there are a lot of their citizens that are in need of, medical, health. They have to seek for medical attention because of again, they're in the age where they need to be looked after by,
Right.
doctors and nurses. And you see that evidently because the young people, are also thinking, okay, will I be taking up nursing or not? Maybe this is not something that I should be considering as my profession. So the young people there also are thinking, not nursing. So if there are not much of, British people, taking up nursing, what will going to happen to, the number of manpower needed by the hospitals in the UK? So they have to actually, hire from other countries internationally, right? Like the Philippines, to look for this, highly trained, highly professional nurses to look after their citizens, right? And again, why Filipino nurses?
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of other countries that have nurses, but why does UK, especially their hospitals, why do they prefer Filipino nurses?
Yeah, I'm actually I wanted to make a joke, right? Because there's so much, demand, right, of nurses. So talking about job orders, it's quite overwhelming, to actually just see, oh yeah, Chris, we need nurses. Chris, we need this number. We need thousands. We need this. We need that. Oh, okay, wait. Yes, I'm happy that you are obviously, coming to the country and considering Filipino nurses. But maybe you should consider other countries because, the pressure is just too high at the moment. It's too high. But again, why Filipino nurses? We are so known for being, caring, and passionate and highly committed, people, and so their number one choice really, are the Filipino nurses, and that is undeniably, true. So every one of them, would say, oh. Where would you go? Of course, Philippines. And again, when I said about it is overwhelming because not everyone, still know that UK is wide open. The UK, really needs you right here, right now. Apply to us.
Right. I mean, the UK really needs nurses, and they want Filipino nurses, and that's why they're all flocking to the Philippines to get nurses. And sadly, not all of the Filipino nurses know that UK is in high demand of you guys, of us. Yeah, because I'm a nurse also, and the good thing about it is we have ASC Global Recruitment Incorporated, the number one pioneering recruitment agency who deploys nurses to the UK. And not only nurses, but also allied health professionals as well. Yes. So if I were a nurse and I'm looking for an opportunity to work abroad, to fulfill my dreams, to help my family, why would I go to some other agencies that are not known, or second best, or third best? But, ASC is there. ASC is actually already here in Cebu. And my wife is actually also in the UK right now working as a nurse in one of the prestigious hospitals in the UK.
Yay.
And she was deployed by you guys, ASC Global Recruitment Incorporated.
Very pleased.
And I am very pleased and very appreciative and very thankful to God that He has used ASC Global Recruitment Incorporated as an instrument, as a company, as a tool to fulfill our dreams. And I can really see the results, and I can say that, from customer service, from the way you guys handled deploying nurses, the process, everything is step by step. Everything is ISO certified, right?
That's right, yes.
And why would I, go to somebody else? That's why I keep on telling my friends, especially my friends who are working in the BPO industry, because I used to work in a BPO industry for 5 years.
Wow.
Been working for 5 years and supplying our daily needs, of my family, and I can say it's really not enough. You know, and I'm a nurse, and I have a lot of nurse friends as well who are working in the BPO industry, and I've been telling them, and I've been contacting them, and telling them about this good news, and they are actually, very thrilled and excited. And some of they say, "Oh my, UK is in need of nurses now. I didn't know that." So it's all about information decimation. That's why we're here to help ASC Global Recruitment Incorporated to spread the good news.
Yes, thank you for mentioning that,
Yeah.
Charlie. Really appreciate it because the nurses. What I have actually, let me just tell you the statistics that that I know anyway. According to Philippine Regulations Commission, we do have about 500,000 nurses,
500,000
registered nurses in the country, and only about 42,000 of them are currently working in the hospitals. About 2,000 plus hospitals that we have in the country. So doing the math, what happens to the rest of the,
the rest of the 500,000. Where are the rest?
Correct. So 458, thousand.
I think that's less than 10%, right?
Yeah, we're at 458,000. That we are actually, checking where they are at the moment. Of course, we know that they are. So a lot of them are working in the BPO industry.
Right.
But of course, you ask the question, why did you take up nursing, right? You took up this course because you do have the passion to care. Yeah. The compassion, really, you know that, right?
Right, I know that.
So we feel for you. And I, as the president of ASC Global Recruitment, is really committed to ensure that we can give something to those people who really want to go back to nursing.
Right.
And so I talk to you, to all of you out there, to speak to us. There may be something that there is something that we can do for you. Of course, there are requirements, right? We know that you can communicate in English language, right?
Definitely.
You are highly trained to do that. There is one requirement that most of the nurses who are working in the hospitals right now are struggling to achieve, and this is to pass the required score for the language competence requirements. I'm talking about the International English Language Testing System, IELTS. It's 7.0. So
7.0.
those who are working in the BPO, I know you can do it.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Definitely.
Come and talk to us, please, as soon as possible, because we do have next month. It's in April, right? From April 4, the biggest trust in the UK, Barts Health, will be in the country.
Biggest hospital in the UK.
Biggest
oh, wow.
trust, NHS Trust, National Health Service Trust, is coming to interview nurses both in Manila and in Cebu.
Whoa.
So guys, come on, we need you. They said initially we need 1,000, but of course we cannot provide 1,000
That's
nurses.
a lot.
They need about, we said, we will give you 200, but obviously we need a lot more, right?
Yeah.
So if you really want to change your career now, working in the BPO, and if you really want to make a difference, you want to help your family, you wanted to, fulfill your dreams to become, a globally trained nurse, we have this, opportunity for you. Please talk to us. There is this website that we have, our ASC website, www.ascglobalrecruitment.com. There's someone online 24/7.
24/7. That's
who can
true.
actually chat, with you to talk about the requirements, what else you need to do to ensure that you can meet the requirements that we need for us to deploy you to the UK.
Right. And since you mentioned about one of the requirements is a 7.0.
Yes.
In the IELTS exam, and that's all of the components, which is listening, reading, writing, and speaking. It has to be all 7. It's not an average. And the good news about this is ASC Global Recruitment Incorporated has devised a program, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
To help us achieve a 7.0. It's through ASC Academy.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right. So ASC Academy, it's one of our avenues, I guess, to encourage our applicants to to enjoy learning and training for the IELTS, right? And we are actually giving it for free to all our applicants.
It's
and
for
sometimes,
free, yeah.
they're not even our applicants, but they do attend our program because it's one of our ways really to help out and disseminate this information that, yes, UK is open. And we also thought that, there's so much, money that is involved in terms of, and, the resources needed to actually,
Right.
put all your requirements together and so on. So again, ASC Academy is not collecting anything. It's a free, program for all the nurses who would like to be trained or to review for their IELTS, and also for the exam. There is an exam for the nurses, which is required by the Nursing Midwifery Council. So there is the CBT exam,
The computer-based
test,
exam.
and it's also given for free, to all the nurses who would like to avail this review program, through ASC Academy. So we are trying to do everything for the nurses.
It's all laid out.
Correct.
Right,
Yeah.
and it's for free. And you also have invited a lot of IELTS experts to conduct these trainings and these coachings. And it's definitely a very good avenue for us to really work on, especially in writing.
Correct,
Writing and speaking, because those are the two components that some of us are having a little problem with. And it's a good thing that ASC has also addressed that through ASC Academy. Plus, it's for free.
Yes.
You don't pay anything, just to get into this program. And wow, my gosh, I can say that everything is laid out, for all we have to do is just take that big, giant step.
Correct,
right?
yeah. And commit to it,
And commit to it also,
because
yes.
I would say also that it's not easy, because
It's
I
not.
know if you're currently working, you have to divide your time,
Right.
manage really your time to ensure that, you strike a great balance between work and the things that we ask you to do. But you know what? At the end, you know what you are going to achieve. So
Right.
it's all worth it.
It's all worth it. It's definitely all worth it. All we have to do is just be consistent and be committed to our dreams.
That's right.
And ASC Global Recruitment Incorporated is here to help us achieve these dreams. So if you're thinking that, hey, what's the placement fee, or what am I going to pay to help me partner with ASC Global Recruitment Incorporated? And again, it is no placement fee. There are no placement fees. You don't have to shell out anything. Just talk to them. And I encourage everyone here in Cebu to give them a call. If you have a landline, it's 420-0903. And if you are, you like the mall so much, you love to visit the mall so much,
Please.
they are actually, their office is in a mall, J Center Mall, right?
Yes.
In AS Fortuna, Mandawi City, Cebu, at the lower ground level. You can visit them during, of course, office hours.
Yeah, it's open actually from Monday to Sunday.
Oh my!
From
Monday
10
to
o'clock
Sunday.
to 7 o'clock in the
evening.
evening. So guys, we
Monday
are
to
trying
Sunday.
to, reach you really. And again, not just that, 24/7 live chat on
Live
our
chat
website.
On the website.
So we can definitely help you to address whatever concerns that you may have with regards to understanding the requirements of our UK job openings, please.
Plus the benefits and the big salary that you'll be
Yes.
getting. Yeah.
Correct,
All you have
yeah.
to do is talk to them. Visit their website. Again, it's www.ascglobalrecruitment.com. If you're into Facebook, they have a Facebook page as well. ASC Global Recruitment Cebu. If you're in Cebu, if you're in Manila, ASC Global Recruitment. And for Visayas and Mindanao, it's ASC Global Recruitment, Visayas and Mindanao. Just search for it on Facebook.
We are gonna wait for you guys. So again, maayong hapon kaninyong tanan po, and please apply to ASC right now.
Yeah.
We're waiting for you.
All right.
Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Ms. Cres Castaneda, the president of ASC Global Recruitment Incorporated, for dropping by and taking time out. I know you're a very busy person, but you really took time out to visit us right here at Crossover to tell us about the great and exciting news of of achieving our dreams through ASC Global Recruitment Incorporated. To the UK we go.
Thank you, Charlie. It's a real privilege to be here again.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers. All right. So if you want to watch this interview, it's being recorded. You can actually watch it later on our Facebook page at Crossover Cebu. And this is Charlie Don. We'll be taking a quick break. Check your time. Of course, it's 6 minutes down the hour of 3 o'clock. You're on the station that puts the class back on the airwaves. 90.7 Crossover, the smoothest place on your radio. A proud member of the KBP. ASC Global Recruitment, the Philippines' leading overseas employment agency for healthcare professionals to the UK, is bringing Bart's Health Trust to the Philippines. Bart's Health is the largest trust in the UK and is located at Central London. Be a nurse in Bart's Health through ASC and earn as much as £26,030 per year. If you're a registered nurse with at least 1 year hospital experience with a valid IELTS band score of 7 in all components, Bart's Health and ASC want you. Talk to us by calling 420-0903 or through 24/7 live chat by visiting ascglobalrecruitment.com. No fees to be collected. For manpower pooling only. Beware of illegal recruiters.